Hello again, it's Katie from Katie's Craft Boutique. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and if you are already subscribed, thank you for coming again. Please feel free, if you are new, to click the subscribe button down below. Today I wanted to share with you another journal that I have made, and this journal is definitely a little bit more my style. This is usually what I end up doing. I have the book that I've gutted, and I've added my signatures in. As you can see, I did the tying method with this particular journal. I like to try different methods. This is the one that I first did, so I'm the most used to it. You'll see that I have covered the entire cover of the book with this pretty coffee dyed doily paper pieces, and then this flower embellishment, and then I did let some of the original book peek through. If you ever find these Reader's Digest books, they have pattern designs on them. They're in thrift stores all the time. I absolutely love getting those, especially since they already are designed, so I can just add some, a few little things if I want to do something quick and simple. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and I can't wait to show you the inside of this book. So as we open the front cover, we're going to see the title page, which I really like to include. Journals are personal, so I like to give a spot where someone can, put their information in. So this little tag says, "This journal belongs to," and it has a little space for writing. And then down here it says date began and date concluded. So whoever I end up giving this journal to, or if I use it for myself, I can include that information in the front of the book. Moving forward, as you can see, when I went and glued this last piece on here, it did make my front cover a little bit stiff, so that's something that I'm still working on improving in my journals. But when you turn the page, I've got some stamping here, this lovely vintage woman. I've got a little journaling card that says lovely, and a little envelope made out of the coffee dyed book pages. Next page, we have some writing space and a little double pocket. So in this pocket, we have some little pieces of vintage ephemera. Well, it's not actually vintage. It's just a reproduction. You can get in little kits. We have a little journaling tag with some baker's twine. And I actually made these little paper clips. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You can't see it. I wasn't 150% sold on the way that these came out, but I did decide to go ahead and use them since I had made some already. Let's go ahead and move on. So when you turn the page, oh my goodness, you turn the page, there's another little envelope. As you can see, I have overstuffed this one again, so it's giving me some trouble as I'm trying to flip through. That is something that I definitely struggle with, is deciding, oh my goodness, is deciding what I'm going to put in, and then I always end up with way too much. So need to be a little better about planning that way. Here's a little envelope made out of some wrapping paper, and then we have this little Sweet Love journaling card here that just sits right inside. We've got a little fold out pocket here that has a little piece for writing in it. A little butterfly tab with a piece for writing on the back. Plain piece of scrap paper. Turn the page, we have this beautiful coffee dyed scroll with this old book page behind it, some lace detail. This down here says start each day with a happy thought. It's got some little ribbon punch out pieces on it, and I also went ahead and lined this doily with the little ribbon pieces. Thought it was kind of cute. If we turn the page, we have another homemade envelope with some of that wrapping paper. It's a very light material. I love envelopes like that. And then we have a beautiful love journaling card in there that I've gone around the edges with some plum colored ink, just to give it a little definition. We do have an old dictionary book page in here, which I used more as just a support for these journaling cards. We do have this little 3D card with some hearts. On the back has some writing space. And here's another little flip out pocket with some tags that you can write on. Some writing pages. Turn the page, we've got another envelope with a little journaling spot, a journaling card in there. I like the way this page came out. I'm not in love with it. You can see that these journals are very simple. I'm not coordinating them too entirely much. Here's a little butterfly card. It's got some writing space on the back. We've got another little homemade envelope with a little laugh printed, or a laugh stickered tag there. Here's another little bag that I had gotten, and I love the way that this came out. I did some stamping. I added a little like textured lace trim piece, and obviously you can stick stuff in there. There's a butterfly on the side with some writing spots. And then I got these Reader's Digest books, and I'm trying to figure out what can I do with all of these pictures in these books, because some of them are great. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful pictures. I'm very much into the vintage style, so I did go ahead and include some of the pages. And what I've done is I've just fussy cut out the picture, and then on the back, I've left some blank writing space from one of the books. So you can see on here where someone has gone through and like written on it and erased it. I know that most people would be like, oh, just trash that, get rid of it, you know, it's already written on, but I thought that was kind of neat and kind of added character to the fact that this was a book that belonged to someone else previous. And I just think that things like that are very charming and cute. So there's that page. We turn to the back, we have some lovely coffee dyed paper, some little spots to write on, a little journaling card that says, "Don't forget to bring." The next page, this was one of my favorites. So we've got a dragonfly with some writing space, and this little butterfly detail here. And then when we go to this side, another one of these little paper clip things I've made. And then you'll open up this envelope, which is homemade. And this card says, "It's a wonderful day." And it has this adorable little picture on it. And then on the back, there's just some space for writing. But I just thought that that worked out so well to put into this journal. Sorry guys, I'm kind of sliding all over the place here. Turn the page, we have some more places to write, some little spaces to write on, some stamping, envelopes, tags, same basic thing that I've got going through the book. We have another little envelope here made out of that same wrapping paper with a little journaling tag. Kept it really simple. It's just, I just cornered the edges of some thicker cardstock paper and added a little embellishment on the front. Then we have another little tag here that has a little butterfly on the front. On the back is just plain, so I'm not going to pull that out. Next page, some more homemade envelopes, another little journaling card. And then I did make this one, which I thought came out beautiful. I actually printed this image directly onto some scrapbook paper and then glued it onto some heavier cardstock to make a backing. On the next page, we have this little card that says "Night Owl, Early Bird." It does have a homemade envelope with it and a little journaling spot, some washi tape on the side. This says "Best Day Ever," and I've kind of distressed the doily a little. If we look at this, I love when you fold up a book page, and part of the image ends up becoming part of the envelope that's going to face out. And this had this beautiful like country barn scene on it, and it came from an old book, so I thought that was really neat and kind of added some detail. And then we've got this little journaling card, nothing too spectacular, just to write on the back of. We've got another little tag that says "Be Creative." It's got some baker's twine on the top here. Turn the page, we got some decoration going on. And then we've got some journaling cards in the back. Yeah, that's just plain on the back, so no need to completely pull that out. Okay. Another little journaling card that says "Fantastic" on it. Another little tag that's been clipped in with one of those little clips. We've got a little journaling card that says "Love" on the front, and it has a little butterfly. Some more little journaling spots on this page. Turn it over. This came off of an envelope that someone had sent me. It's a part of the corner of the envelope where the stamp is, and I just thought it was beautiful, so I put that in here on this little bag with a little sticker that says "Be Happy." We've got some more little vintage looking images with some more little journaling cards on this side. The next page, we have another one of those lovely images that I have cut out. I'm not going to take it out of there, but it's just an image that I took out of one of those books and added a backing to make a journaling card. And then that, of course, is inside in a homemade envelope. Some more journaling pages. This is from an old, this page here is from an old hymnal, and you can actually still see the name or part of the name of the person who owned it previous. And I got it in a big stack. They all had that name at the front. I thought that was cute and added character. So thank you, Miss Ruth, for donating these papers. They have come very in handy for me. Here's another little journaling tag that says wonderful on the top. We flip to the next page. We have some bird stamping, some flower stamping, a homemade envelope on some scrapbook paper, and a little tag, some writing space. The next page, we have this cutout image of a woman. She looks like she's from maybe like the 1800s, maybe 1900s. I'm not entirely sure there. We have this little part that says, "You are beautiful." It opens up and has some journaling space in it. This was the best part of Grandma's house. This little journaling card added in there. These were all something that I picked up in this little packet, and there was a whole bunch of different ones. And I have a travel one, and I have this one that's like journaling spots for, you know, specific titled writing. And I'm trying to use them up because realistically, I got like 4 of each one, and I just don't think I need to put what was the best thing about Grandma's house in 4 separate books. The next page, I have folded into my signature one of these bags and cut the end off so you can stick something in there. The back has some writing spots, and then the end of the bag, I put another little card in there, and then there's some leftover space where you could tuck something in if you wanted to. I've got this little tag that says Lucky on it. The next page, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. It's another just lovely printed image that I have put on some backing to use as a journaling card. And then some more writing space, another little doily, a homemade envelope, this little butterfly on it. I thought this wrapping paper was so cute. It is, I believe I got it from Michael's in one of their bins, the discount bins or whatever. Toward the front of the store where you find all the, you know, miscellaneous little items for very cheap. And this clock print was just so fun. I loved making envelopes with that. In the end, you just see the last part of the book, which obviously I have not decorated. This book, too, I'm not going to lie, was very much just kind of thrown together. I'm not currently selling my books. I'm not... The books that I did have posted on Etsy, I actually took them down. I decided that for now, this is just something that I enjoy doing, and it's not something that's consistent enough in my life right now for me to be dedicating the time to selling these. I'd rather just focus on the videos. And to be completely honest, my work is not nearly as advanced as some of the work that's out there and some of the things that I'm seeing. So I think that I need some more practice with that as well. As you can see, once again, I have this really big problem with overfilling books. But I did have some journals that I made previous. I'm sad that I can't share those with you guys, but one of the only journals that I made that didn't have this crazy bulging problem was one that I actually lost in a fire in November of 2016. So this is... It's still a work in progress, still something that I'm working on to make sure that I'm not overfilling books. So please forgive me for that particular aspect of these journals. And other than that, I appreciate you watching this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments regarding this particular book or any other videos that you would like to see in the comments below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.